Welcome back again to God's Nobody. I think I may have the bendable arm fixed, but I talked to the executive producer of the show, Ronald Yates, and he said, that's your problem. So the bendable arm probably is not going to go away. You've never heard before about Ronald Yates. He's the executive producer of the show. He's got multiple nicknames. He's known as That Old Falk, The Falk, The Falcon, and I basically said to him, I really could use some superior equipment. And, he's got a very distinct way of looking and speaking. And he basically looked at me and went, "You're a nobody, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, Yates, but that old Falk to you." I said, "Okay, that old Falk, yeah, I'm a nobody, but I'm God's nobody. I don't care." So here we are. And the director of the show is a gentleman named Mr. Pape, and he's essentially that old Falk, Ronald Yates' ultimate lackey. Basically whatever that old Falk wants, Mr. Pape does. So I said, "Is there anything you can do about this?" And he went, and I said, "Is that it?" And then he did it the other way. So here we are. It's up to that old Falk. He may make an appearance on screen at some point. You may get to meet the executive producer of God's Nobody, and if he allows it, the ultimate lackey, the director, Mr. Pape, will be here as well. So that all explained, going to go ahead and teach a lesson called Stay with Who's Steady. Comes from Proverbs 24, verses 21 through 22. And it says, "My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knows the ruin of them both." One of the things that has always been a steady influence in my life is the fact that God and Jesus are always there for me. God the Father and his Son Jesus, as well as the Holy Spirit. They're always there for me. And when people let me down, and when there's adversity or different things that come along, there's just been a wonder in the entirety of my existence in terms of being able to hold on to the eternal, especially in an incredibly transitory world, because that's the world we live in now. And with the acceleration of technology and the acceleration of information, and now what is coming in terms of artificial intelligence and advances in robotics, it has been an incredible steadying influence in my life to be able to hold on to God. I never realized how much, it matters to build my castle somewhere else other than sand. But I built my castle on the rock, which is Jesus Christ, And long ago, where there was the Bible verse that talked about, "He who falls upon this stone will be broken in pieces, and he whom the stone falls upon shall be crushed to powder." I learned the value in my own life of falling upon the stone and being broken in pieces. Until next time, this has been God's Nobody on Auntie's T-Bone. Here on YouTube. I'm Auntie's T-Bone. I'm going to hear about that from the executive producer. That's the thing, that old Falk, he takes me into a room and just dresses me down. He watches every episode, and any mistake I make, Ronald Yates lets me know about it. But I think we've got this neck pretty well fixed here on God's Nobody for now. Until next time, this has been Auntie's T-Bone. Goodbye now.